I get goosebumps every time I come to this place. Could it be the most valuable property owned anywhere in the White family? It's just an old shed. And it's not just the shed itself, it was where it was located. It was located in a railway goods yard. There were no roads leading past. Yes, had railway lines and train shunting. And they had established real estate agents that were there in their fine offices. Wonder what they thought when someone just opened in the goods yard down the road. How seriously would they have taken him as a competitor? How would it be possible in this shed for a great business to be created? There's nothing much inside it. Time passed. Other buildings replaced it. As a centenary approached, we became increasingly obsessed about finding the shed. Did it still exist? Where the hell is the shed? How are we going to have a centenary without our shed? The effort to find the shed was unrelenting. In response to some advertisements and rewards, there it was, standing on a property just being used as a feed barn. People have said how insulting for the memory of Ray White that it's been used as a feed barn, but that was how the shed was initially designed. One of the first visitors to the shed was our father. His memories are pretty vivid.
Well, here it was. This is where the office was, the main office, and behind this there are all sorts of storerooms. There were places there where they had separators and machinery from farms. There was all types of things. There was an insurance company office, and in all, I think one of the most interesting things, they didn't have space for a Model T Ford. The old man used to sell Model T Fords. In fact, he won the Australian Championship of selling Model T Fords in Australia. What a strange thing it is to be back at this office or shed. The last time I was here was when I was 8. Our family left Crow's Nest in 1924 and went to Brisbane. My earliest recollections of the coming into this office was that there was always busy, always a lot of talk, and it always seemed to me as if they were asking somebody to do something. They want people to auction their farm, they wanted people to auction the produce, they wanted people to auction their pigs, and I didn't know what the word auction meant. In those days, the dairy farmers around Crow's Nest came from Germany. They found it very hard to make ends meet, and the only way that they could get any extra money was to feed pigs with the skim milk, because they used to send the cream into the butter factory. So that they used to have these pigs and they'd go up for auction once a fortnight, and that was the big day in Crow's Nest, the big market day. And that was where my father used to have these pigs sold, and there used to be thousands of pigs, and of course I think I can still remember the smell.
The local residents in Crow's Nest had created a fabulous historical village. So we were able to move the shed and have it restored in one of the most exciting environments dedicated to Australia's history that can be imagined. We had to bring it back on a truck. We acquired Ray White's old original home and moved it here to be adjacent to the shed. And since then, a lot of good things have happened inside the shed. All our elite members' names are in the shed. We've got memorabilia and information about an increasing range of activities the company is involved in. The shed has come alive again. How do you value something that was integral to the creation of this company? How do you value an icon? You can hear the voices, all the discussions that must have taken place every single day in this tiny area covering just about every facet of life. Alan, when recalling his memory of the shed as a very young boy, he remembers the smell. The livestock must have come in and out of this place, as well as machinery and produce and real estate contracts. What a hive of activity it must have been. People often ask, where did you create your values statement? How did that start? What was the beginning of it? It began right here. Right from the start, the first day of this company has been consistent with our values, the way we now express our values. Ray was proud of every deal, of every sale he made. He'd talk about that over dinner. And seeking to be proud of every sale, of every transaction, is what has propelled our family-owned and led group to market leadership across Australia and New Zealand. Constant family values for 110 years.